can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Houston Oilers taking on the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Going in motion left, that's Campbell. They'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. The Giants sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Why shift the crew? Why shift the crew?
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Jones. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
South Salad.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Play action. Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage or make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Go River! Go River!
It's now 2nd and 6.
Don Capers!
Back to throw. Jones. That one finds Hyatt. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here we go. Hey, why shit, man? Outside.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. So no gain on the play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Oilers.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Hey, we're not going.
Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Now goal for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
26. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The kick by Gold is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Biggie.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gano the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Detroit.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Off play action. Jones. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rodgers to throw on second down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Hey, 626. Hey, 626.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
88. 26.
Rodgers going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On second down, Cook. And once again, they'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Snap comes at 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So they're able to answer back here in the third quarter with a field goal of their own to move back in front by 3.
It's like watching a tennis match, isn't it? Who's going to be able to break serve? Is it going to be Borg or is it going to be McEnroe in one of their great Grand Slam epics? Go ahead and look it up, folks.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Goldfish. Other side.
Throwing Jones. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Here's Hardman to return. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On first down, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
Again, it's Barkley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a toss right to Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no. Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's Goodwin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
North Sally.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A toss out to Barkley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 30. First down, Oilers.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Here's 1st down.
Rodgers to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Giants, 24. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Why shift the crew? Go, Lewis Copper. Go, up, go.
Here's Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Cook. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Gould to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Oilers 34, Giants 24. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here comes second down.
Detroit Johnson.
Now Jones. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Jones. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight.